Tonight, bringing new life to an old church in Green Bay. It was the sounds of saws and hammers that drew me inside St. Patrick's, where those who were taking part in the restoration never lost faith that they could get the job done. Behind the stone walls of what used to be the old St. Patrick's Church in Green Bay, a transformation is underway. It is now an oratory, and with permission from Bishop David Ricken, is the home for some 600 parishioners who celebrate the classical Roman liturgy, or Latin Mass.
Beautiful story. It was built by the first Irish immigrants who came with nothing and who built this beautiful church. So for us, the goal was to continue what we have received from our ancestors.
Canon Boucheron said the minute they moved in, they knew there would be a lot of work for a long time. The idea was not to change the church, but bring its original beauty back. And as they worshiped among the scaffolding, anticipation was building.
It just caught in your throat when you saw that.
Secretary Mary Roaring shared with me the moment she saw the altar go from this to this.
God is here. It's be still and know that I am God. And when you walk in here, that's how you feel.
Mary said it was Canon Boucheron's passion that provided inspiration. During my visit and realizing by my last name that I was of Irish descent, he wanted to be sure I noted the shamrocks, the sign of the Trinity, and at the entrance, the prayer of St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland.
Christ within me.
Much like the experience of the Irish immigrants who built this church 160 years ago, the faithful have worked long and hard and had to really demonstrate patience to see this vision come to life.
I mean, this is now 7 years.
The restoration included the church rectory, where the clergy have offices and sleeping quarters, and the kitchen. What they could not do themselves, church members gave up their money and held fundraisers for even more to hire professionals for jobs such as replacing all 780 feet of pews.
It's red oak. These particular pews, they'll last 80, 100 years if they're taken care of, yeah.
The original stained glass windows remain,
Father O'Brien.
as well as the baptismal font. For all the talk of the building, Canon Boucheron says this is very much about the people.
So we know that we are working for the future generation.
Construction should be done by Thanksgiving. St. Patrick's Oratory celebrates Mass daily and 3 times on Sunday, 6:30, 8, and 10 in the morning.
I wanted that story to go on forever.
Okay, I'll put more on the web then.
That was good.
I loved it. It was a nice visit. Thanks, Tom.
Thanks.
Hello, Tom. You did have to mention what we brought in last year, right? So the pressure's on this year, but I am very confident. You know, the people of Northeast Wisconsin always manage to open up their hearts and their wallets for Catholic charities. Tonight's gala is all about family, so it's only fitting that the performers tonight are some of the members of the famous Fannin family singers who haven't performed for a public event like this since 2011, when they were in the National Network singing competition show called The Sing-Off. Sarah Fannin joins us right now. I know you are there are 3 of the 11 siblings performing tonight with your mom, Kate. You're also busy raising kids and everything, but you felt compelled to sing in public for this event.
We did. They asked us to sing tonight, and there's nothing more important than our faith. And so when they asked us to come to the Catholic Charities Gala, Inspired to Act Catholic Charities Gala, we felt tugged and we felt inspired to say yes. And we're so grateful we did. We're really excited.
Well, we're grateful for you because you really are volunteering your time here, and this will help services for people of all denominations in all 16 counties that the Green Bay Diocese serves. I asked you when I sat in on rehearsal earlier this week, is it a form of prayer you're singing, or is it just a way of connecting with family? What is it? Because your harmonies are so beautiful.
Thank you. It's a form of prayer. I have never felt more inspired or just, it's so natural singing with them, especially when we sing praise and worship music. It just happens, and the only way I can explain it is the Holy Spirit. And so we're really excited to be here tonight. It's been a long time, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, Sarah Fannin of the Fannin Family Singers, thank you so much. If you want to hear them sing and can't make it down here to the Mark in De Pere tonight, just go to our website, wearegreenbay.com. I also have a link on how you can bid on the auction items that are available here. I want to show you something real quick. They've got this hand-carved train. I don't know if you can make it out, but you can see it all up close and personal when you go to our website. For now, we are live in De Pere. I'm Michele McCormack, Local 5 News. Tom, wish me luck. It's well before dawn, and a savory aroma travels from the hill where St. Mary's Catholic Church stands in De Pere.
The wood chips we get from Valley Cabinet.
Longtime volunteer Fran DeClean has been tending to the fire since midnight, preparing his famous chicken and vegetable stew called booyah.
Well, the story that I had on booyah actually started like in Brussels, Wisconsin. People back in the days, if they had extra carrots in their garden in the fall of the year, someone had extra potatoes, they used to use pork or beef. They had a big get together, and whatever everybody had extra, they would put it together in the kettle and cook it up.
The preparation began the night before, volunteers cutting up vegetables to fill 2 huge drums and produce more than 110 gallons. All the money from sales goes back to St. Mary's. Fran's been doing this for the church for 25 years.
I think people help because of Fran. They know he's dedicated to it. Fran is a true treasure to De Pere, to the Green Bay area, and certainly here at St. Mary.
Fran first boils the chicken, then removes it before adding the vegetables.
I like to save the vegetables to last so that they don't get too mushy.
With the sunrise, reinforcements arrive to start deboning the chicken. As much as booyah is about mixing different foods together, it's also about the blending of people.
And it's pretty much the same guys all the time, and we're all friends, and we all work together, and we all do it for the betterment of our community.
Fran doesn't go into too much detail about the special spices he uses. He tends to his booyah regularly, and after some stirring and tasting...
Good enough. You're hot.
Just as Mass is letting out, the booyah is ready to go. So you brought your own pot.
I did. I bought some booyah last time Fran had it, and it was so amazingly delicious. I came up here a second time to get more.
An incredible undertaking from a man 85 years young who stirs up continued support to keep a positively Wisconsin tradition simmering.
I love it. I just love socializing that you have with the people. It's always a good time having fun with it,
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Michele McCormack. Construction is officially underway in Green Bay for the 2025 NFL Draft, with excitement building as the event draws closer. However, road closures have begun, and this is what things look like around dinner time, with those closures around Titletown officially beginning. So with a little patience, the Packers say they hope fans will realize the payoff when they see the finished product. Local 5's Daniel Schuster reports on those first steps for when it's Titletown's turn. Now, knowing where to park during the draft is critical. The Packers continue to encourage folks to download the NFL One Pass app on their mobile phone for changing traffic information. Well, those folks said they wanted a blizzard. We already have snow and ice on the horizon for some in northeast Wisconsin. Let's get the very latest in the forecast with meteorologist Ryan Kudish with what we can expect. Hello, Ryan. All right, thank you, Ryan. We will see you then. Well, this is the day our country says thank you and honors Vietnam War veterans. March 29th is the same day when the last U.S. combat troops departed Vietnam in 1975. Observances have been scattered across Wisconsin. Veterans of this unpopular war still struggle to find their voice and live with the bitterness of defeat when Vietnam fell to the communist regime.
We couldn't do what we were trained to do. But we won all the battles. 58,000 lives later.
We have dozens of stories of Vietnam War veterans from northeast Wisconsin who have taken part in our Hometown Heroes project. Look for their stories on our website at wearegreenbay.com. Be sure to go on the community section and then click on Hometown Heroes. News now from your local election headquarters. A Wisconsin court denied the state attorney general's lawsuit to stop billionaire Elon Musk from giving out $1 million checks to 2 voters tomorrow. Musk is holding a town hall in Green Bay tomorrow at 6:30, where he intends to give a pair of voters money for signing an online petition against activist judges. Meantime, protesters gathered at Tesla dealerships to speak out against massive federal job cuts by Musk's Department of Government Efficiency. This while the vice president made a controversial visit to Greenland. Time now for a story that is positively Wisconsin. Our promise to tell you about how our community comes together. Hundreds of people were at the Swan Club in De Pere today for the Isaac Colts Cancer Benefit. Organizers were overwhelmed with all they were able to put up for auction thanks to generous donations. But it truly is in giving that we receive. And one lucky winner of the signed Alec Ingold jersey immediately gave it to Isaac. Now that's positively Wisconsin. The Fox Cities House and Outdoor Living Show is back at the Fox Cities Exhibition Center in Appleton. It's a great way for homeowners to visualize their dream projects and get personal advice on how to go about it. From kitchen to bath remodeling to landscaping and roofing, exhibitors were willing to share with free educational seminars. The House and Outdoor Living Show continues tomorrow. Ticket prices are $3 for adults. Children under 18 are free.